Welcome back to our channel. Today we dive into one of the most intriguing and awe-inspiring stories from the Bible, the story of the man who saw God and lived. The request to see God's glory. After the Israelites' exodus from Egypt, they camped at Mount Sinai. Moses frequently ascended the mountain to communicate with God. During one of these encounters, Moses made a bold request. Before we continue, if this is your first time here, please subscribe and like the video. God bless you. Exodus 33:18. Then Moses said, "Now show me your glory." God's response. God responded to Moses' request by explaining that no one could see his face and live. Instead, God offered a compromise. Exodus 33:19-23. Verse 19. And the Lord said, "I will cause all my goodness to pass in front of you, and I will proclaim my name, the Lord, in your presence. I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion." Verse 20, but he said, "You cannot see my face, for no one may see me and live." Verse 21, then the Lord said, "There is a place near me where you may stand on a rock." Verse 22, when my glory passes by, I will put you in a cleft in the rock and cover you with my hand until I have passed by. Verse 23, then I will remove my hand, and you will see my back, but my face must not be seen. God fulfilled his promise to Moses, allowing him to experience a partial revelation of his glory. Exodus 34:5-7. Verse 5, then the Lord came down in the cloud and stood there with him, and proclaimed his name, the Lord. Verse 6, and he passed in front of Moses, proclaiming, the Lord, the compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness. Verse 7, maintaining love to thousands, and forgiving wickedness, rebellion and sin. Yet he does not leave the guilty unpunished. He punishes the children and their children for the sin of the parents to the third and fourth generation. Moses' reaction. Moses' reaction to this profound experience was one of worship and humility. Exodus 34:8, Moses bowed to the ground at once and worshipped. Interpretation and significance. The encounter. Key themes. May. God's holiness. The idea that no one can see God's face and live highlights his absolute holiness and the separation between God and humanity. God's mercy. Despite the limitations, God still granted Moses a profound experience of his presence. Covenant relationship. This encounter reaffirmed the special relationship between God and Moses, and by extension between God and Israel. This story is a powerful reminder of the balance between God's transcendence and his willingness to reveal himself to humanity in ways we can comprehend. If you have any more questions or need further details, feel free to ask.